Oh God, don't even get me started with the Keymaker. Dude, I didn't understand any of two. I think two was up its own ass.
Dude, you were too Rick to understand it.
I might have been, but honestly, all right. Tell me what the hell happened in two then.
What do you want to know? I feel like two was pretty badass.
Okay, so two, we find out that Neo is actually a code of some sort, and he needs to die or something like that. I don't know exactly what the fuck happened, and we find out the architect is actually bad. Is that what we find out?
The architect is nor bad nor good. It's just the architect.
But he's an asshole, right? Because he's trying to kill Neo, right? I don't know. Honestly, I watched the thing and I was like, I don't understand all of the that middle.
That scene when I watched when I was younger made me literally lose my mind with all the TVs and shit.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
With the architect, I had no clue what the hell he was saying. I swear I was just like watching for like 10 minutes of them just talking. And I was like, what the fuck is going on right now?
No, I mean that's pretty much like the majority of the movie though.
Except for the action.
Except for the action. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a little bit of action. Nah, I was just like, this went bananas at the end. Absolute bananas.
Yeah.
But I had to.
It wasn't bad. I mean, it hopped around a lot, but like I got the concept. The concept was like trying to figure out like the core of the Matrix, and that's why they had to get in contact or find the Keymaker to actually, because Keymaker was the only person that would allow them access into this kind of into that area, who had that passageway.
The Keymaker had access to a specific part of the Matrix.
The Keymaker is all the characters in the Matrix are coding.
Mm-hmm.
So think of it as like different programs and whatnot. So the Keymaker's code was to allow access into back doors. Just think of it like a code or something for computers. That's how I kind of thought about the whole entire Matrix as a computer program. Mm-hmm. And so the Keymaker's sole purpose was to open doors. And the only way for Neo to go into and find the
architect,
right, is through the code, which is the Keymaker that allowed him to do so.
Okay. I can see why this was confusing as hell when they read this on the
script. And Neo being the one, Neo's also technically like a virus in the sense that like he is going to be and that's what it kind of does at the end. It's like he's implanted into the mainframe, like killing everything. Like he is the virus. He's also the savior, but also a virus.
I also think that the ending of 3 doesn't make any sense from like a narrative standpoint. I might have lost, like I said, I didn't read all or get all that when I watched the second one. Maybe just watching it off the first time, you're just like, what the fuck is going on? You really need to watch it once or twice.
Yeah.
And pay attention, not at 2 a.m. But the third one, when he's talking to this big baby face at the end of 3 of Revolutions and he's plugged in getting ready to fight Smith, I didn't feel like that was clear at all what he was doing, or it was explained. I mean, obviously it was explained through fist and fighting, but like, where did they take him? Was that clear that at the end of the fight he wins, but he like explodes with like this Jesus cross on him and like explode, and then the robots take him. So I didn't really feel like it was a happy ending, to be honest. I was like, that was
what the third one. Third one was not a happy ending. It ended very abruptly. I don't know why they decided it to end. I feel like they could have dragged it out a little bit longer.
They didn't even have to drag it out. They just didn't have to do that really dumb ending, and then have the one guy at the end just declare that they had won. It didn't make any sense that why they would think they had won. The robots just stopped attacking and like retreat back, but not even in like a fast fashion. Like
do you know the whole point of the real world?
Yeah.
So do you know the whole point of the Matrix and all that stuff? Like, did you understand that?
Yeah, I got the technically what we're living in right now is supposed to be the Matrix, and when we wake up, we're like in these baby outfits, or we're shaved and we're in these pods, and the technical real world in their time is 2099 or whatever, and it's like the world looks terrible. I mean, literally, it's disgusting in the movie, but and they're eating like slop and shit, right?
Well, I'm talking about why was the Matrix created?
Why was the Matrix created? Honestly, it was the programs ended up overriding the humans, right? And then they were taking the humans and feasting on them for energy, right? Something like that. And
Right. So the Matrix was created by the robots, and the whole entire system is because the robots are actually feeding on the humans to stay alive. And so basically those individuals that are in the Matrix are in the pods. So, like, if you think about it, every individual, like, right now in the real world would be considered in the pods. The only way that, like, Morpheus and all these other people can get into the Matrix is through those machines that they have that puts them in there. And I think it also has to do with some sort of pill that they took or some shit at the beginning. But,
right. I also felt like Keanu's powers came and go. They literally just decided whatever powers that he needed was what happened,
Well, I mean, there was like a sense where like they were like, oh, we're gonna give him the outside of the Matrix because he's the one.
And then they didn't really even follow through with that. I mean, they did one scene. They did two scenes with him destroying the robots, which were kind of cool. Question mark? I don't know. But
I mean, I feel like if he's the one, I want some straight up Dragon Ball Z, like how many out gas.
Well, a couple things with the outside of it. I was just like, the outside of the real world, and if he's the one, visually it's disgusting outside. And he's taking out robots, but these robots, like, he could take out one, he could take out 100 million of them. It's not really that interesting in my opinion, because it just kept on going. And I honestly don't think the Wachowskis, or whoever the hell's directing these at this point, is I don't think they had an idea of who was behind the Matrix, like, because isn't the architect technically code too?
The architect was a code, but that was created by the robots. The whole entire Matrix was created by the robots so that they could enslave the human population into thinking that they're alive, when in reality, when they die, they're basically just getting eaten.
Yeah, I got you.
You see what I'm saying? And so as they grow stronger, because they're basically what they're doing is just constantly reproducing and then putting individuals into the Matrix, the human race would be extinct. And it's basically about how the humans overcome the robot. It's like some Terminator shit. It's like how the humans overcome the robots by Neo being the one, but he's also really a virus to the Matrix. It's some freaking weird ass shit, dude.
Yeah, it was mind blowing. Well, the first hour of the 8 hours or whatever, 6 hours was mind blowing. I tell you, the first hour was like game changing cinema, and then the last 2 hours became like a B action, C action movie. I was like, this is some baby back bull.
Yeah. That I need to rewatch all of them, honestly.
Dude, you'll watch the last one and be like, what the heck is going on? And you'll time how much time, like, they're not doing any of the cool stuff they were doing in the first one.
I do remember the last one being kind of ass, I will say.
It feels like the prequels. It feels like they go straight into the prequels.
I always liked The Matrix for being in The Matrix.
Yeah.
I know that sounds kind of cliche, but I feel like when they're in The Matrix, cool shit happens. The reason why they don't do anything out in the real world is because it's pretty damn ass.
Yeah, it is damn ass. And what's her face? Carrie-Anne Moss freaking dying at the end of third.
You just wanted to fruit her, Elias.
Oh yeah, she's fine. Yeah, I'll take Carrie-Anne Moss then or now. She can hit me up.
Yeah, I'm sure y'all about that. My
But
MILF.
but she dies so abruptly. It's not even like there's no
They straight sicked her off too.
dude. It's kind of honestly funny. It's like uh, Neo loses his vision and he's like talking to them as they've crashed the ship into wherever the hell they were going, into the interior or whatever. And she's like, "Ah, I'm glad that we made it, Neo." And he's like, "Oh, it's beautiful. You should see it." And he's like grabbing her face, but it's such a close shot. I'm like, they're gonna pull out and like do a wide shot, and there's gonna be like something through her chest or something. And it wasn't just like one bar. She's like, "Neo, I don't think I'm gonna be able to go any further." And there's a wide shot right after that, and he's like, "Wait, what?" And he grabs a couple of the bars and they're like jiggling in her stomach. There's like 8 bars going through her chest. It is like laughably like, oh my god. And she's like, "I don't think I'm gonna make it any further." And
She'd be dead as hell, bro.
yeah, it's hilarious. It's honestly just like, what the fuck happened? And Neo's like, "Oh shit," and he's like, "No," and then it's like stops, and it's like a weird cut, dude. Watch that scene when she's dying, and dying for like the 3rd time in the series. They need to stop that. Every single movie they had someone die, and they brought him back somehow for different reasons or different ways. Like,
well, this next one, apparently they all coming back.
yeah, I know, and I'm trying to like stay away from it. But I saw an article about like what's happening, and they're like, everybody is back. I'm like, oh, geez, thanks for the spoiler.
Well, apparently both of them, Trinity and Neo, are older, but Morpheus is a younger version of Morpheus.
Oh, we're not gonna get Fishborn.
No, we're not.
Fishborn's too old to be doing all that shit anyway. He was a
Dude,
little...
he's gonna break his back.
Dude, if one of Morpheus came back and he started doing some Agent Smith shit.
I thought that he was gonna break his back in those movies.
Dude, I'm honestly kind of pissed that we didn't see like Morpheus fight Superman and Man of Steel now that I saw this.
Dude, all I gotta say is Matrix was kind of hyped back in the day, but like I had pretty sure I was watching it on TV or something, and watching the graphics, like the CGI. It's like, dude, that's kind of ass.
Yeah, it's bad. There's a lot of times in the first one and the second one, I think.
There's the second one. The scene where he's fighting Smith is all CGI.
It looks like
so bad.
It's like PS2 graphics.
It's like you're playing a video game. I'm like, dude, this is so bad. I'm like, maybe when back then it was hype, but now you can totally tell the difference.
Yeah, I can see why Keanu gave his like share to the visual effects guys or whatever. He had like a massive budget for himself or something like that, and he like gave it all to the visual effects guys because, I mean, if you count his screen time, he's not doing a majority of the action.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I like the first one, is because you can see it's clearly them.
Dude, he's such a big actor now in terms of his action with John Wick and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be curious to see if he's like gonna blow the friggin' doors off this one.
I think I've got high hopes for it, but I really need them to take it in a different direction and not be self-indulgent. Like the first hour of this last one was terrible. I think it was just not good at all.
Mm-hmm.
I went back and like looked at it and looked at the minutes that are spent on it. I'm like, Keanu is by himself for the first hour, and then we're with a terrible bad guy. There's a bad guy talking about some lady's vagina that he's like coated with a pie or something like that, and she's like having an orgasm and shit. Like what the fuck was going on over there? Like,
oh,
that we like go
that guy. That's the cause and effect guy.
So
he's basically stating that everything has a cause and effect. He's like, basically what I can do is put this put this program into this piece of pie and basically make this girl's I need your pants because it's the cause of her eating this and feeling a certain kind of way, and then basically goes to the room and bucks her, and then his wife gets jealous and tries to fruit Neo.
But then he's with his wife a little bit later.
Yeah, his wife bucked him. No, his wife literally bucked him. She's the one who literally allowed Neo to get the Keymaker. Like, so basically, she led to the Matrix collapsing.
I saw that, and she was fine. First of all the women, my lord,
dude, she was fine as hell, dude.
I couldn't like stop staring. I was like, jeez.
Yeah, dude, all the women, even Pie Girl.
Pie Girl. Oh yeah. I mean, I didn't even have to go digitally inside her vagina to see that. I was like, you don't have to do all that now.
Dude, that was intense. I was like, pretty sure I was like in my teens watching that. I was like,
you're right beside Bubs, 100-foot digital vagina on screen.
I was like, so that's what happens when you eat pie. I'm gonna give a girl some pie next time.
Dude, Bubs like, hold on, son, we're going out. Jesus, I was like, this.
Dude, that was intense. I mean, that was like uncalled for. I didn't see that coming. And then the damn explosion, like straight up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right in the freaking vajay.
I was like, oh my gosh, that was just not necessary. I don't know.
You lies. You're probably wrecked out of your mind. Like, whoa, I'm going.
I was like, whoa.
Here we go. Strap in. We're going.
I thought I was entering the Matrix at that point. I was like, whoa.
Watching that movie Rick for the first time probably was a ride.
Dude, yeah, man, it was a freaking ride. I was like, dude, this is another one, man. I was tripping, especially that first one. When they got like a lot of white backgrounds and it's just like one person there, like a single TV. I'm like, what is going on, man? But oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Jada Pinkett Smith was fine in that third one. I'll tell you that though.
Huh?
Jada Pinkett Smith was like completely unnecessary in the Matrix, but still fine.
Yeah. Again.
Dude, they spend so much time on the terrible co-stars in the third one. I can't believe it.
The third one really, now that I think about it, like, I mean, I get it. I get what they were trying to do, but they rushed everything all into one. You know, they should have spread it out and made it more enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why they couldn't have made another Matrix unless people's contracts or something like that, they didn't want to extend them out and make another movie.
I think they kind of wrote it as if there was another movie coming up, to be honest. You know what it felt like? It felt like the lead up to like it felt like the episode 8 and 9 of like a 10-episode series, and then the 10th never came.
I think that's why a lot of people were kind of left with a bad taste in their mouth because of how it ended so abruptly. Like, you have this awesome movie series, you know, that is so complex. And it's basically trying to loop everything in Game of Thrones into 3 movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, I definitely...
Obviously, you don't dive into the characters as much, but still, there's so much info on the Matrix itself. Like, trying to understand what the frick is going on half the time.
Yeah, and what are they... The thing is, it feels like the first 2 were shot like a series, you know, because it says 6 months. 6 months after the first one came, the second one came. What other movies have done that with this type of, you know, lofty goals? It's like, holy shit.
Wait, what?
I said the second movie came out 6 months after.
Oh, really?
Normally there's like a 2-year turnaround, so they probably filmed them back to back.
Yeah, dude, that's intense.
Yeah.
Is that for the 1 and 2?
Yeah, I don't know when the third one came. Third one was... Well, hold on, let me see. Matrix was 99. Matrix and Revolution. Oh, Revolutions had came out. So the last two came out around the same time. So yeah, that would kind of make sense because I feel like the first one feels just different.
Yeah. Yo, let me call you back. I need to get some of this work done real quick.
Do it. Go get your test.
I got like these emails coming in that are urgent. They're like blowing my shit up.
Urgent, dude. Go, go, go.
Code red on the ass. All right, I'll call you back.
All right.